weekend of summer, the empire at our fingertips, the autumn to discover. Still I lie within a memory, devoted as your lover. You could take my hands and cover your eyes and tell me there's no other. Would you be my Valentine?
Hi there. Today we're going to be packing a bunch of orders, show you guys how exactly I pack my products, which you guys have seen, but there have been small tiny changes in the thank you cards and a few other cards, as well as talk about one of the most important questions a lot of you have been asking me, that is how exactly I ship my products. Although I have talked about this before too, but a lot of people still are not aware of the exact process, so I thought I'll take you along and talk about which courier partners I use, as well as what are the few things that I keep in mind while going forward with this whole shipment scheduling process. And just a disclaimer out there, I only ship within India, so anyone who is interested in knowing about the international shipping part, I'm sorry, I can't help you here, because international shipping is something that I tried in the past, but after going through a number of stressful events, I actually had to drop it. So I'm currently shipping all my clay charms within India only, so if you're someone who wants to know more about that, then tag along. Also, I cannot explain it to you guys, but the coffee today is perfect. Like it's so good. I have my shipping labels ready. I do not have a shipping label printer because I wanted to get it through one or two brands, but here's the embarrassing part. I got rejected by two of those brands. So I'm not gonna name them, but yeah. So basically I didn't get that. So I just wanted to take to the prints for now. So as usual, I have my iced coffee with me. In fact, I've already kind of finished it, but never mind. You guys can get your own favorite drinks, snuggle in, and let's pack together. I usually pack my products in batches. This is going to be the second batch of orders I'll be packing after I announced my restock. If you can see, we have about 29 of these orders to pack, but actually there are not 29. I'll tell you why. Because like these ones where it's written shipping not required, these are the new products that I added on my website, which are basically consultation and workshop bookings. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, last week, 2 weeks back, I think, I launched a set of new products on my website where basically you will get to choose from these 6 consultation or workshop models. All of these will happen online, so basically it will be a one-on-one session with me on Google Meet. Every person will take different amount of time to understand or grasp something or create something, so I don't want to rush someone because there is another person who's already completed in the group. That's why I don't like the idea of conducting workshops where there are a lot of people. Hence a one-on-one workshop where I'll be there and the person who wants to learn will be there, me and you. That's all, so that you can be comfortable and ask your questions and we can move through the workshop as well as the consultation at your own pace. I don't have to ship anything in this case. They are just online Google Meets or bookings that people have booked. That is why these do not require shipping. As you can see, there is no shipping required, as well as the destination is also not mentioned. So this is something that I won't count today. So basically we don't have 29 orders to pack, we have 26 orders to pack today. Good. This is going to take a lot of time because each order is not just one item. Like this one has 3 items, this one 4, this one 2, and so on. This is going to take us a long time, so I think we should get started with the packing now.
I kept on looking, but everyone's such a bore. Then out of a sudden, you came through the door. At the next table, your whiskey neat. The lights were dimmed as our eyes met and you saw me. And forevermore, I like to share that vintage dream.
Actually pull it up so that I don't have to look down if I'm standing. I prefer it this way. Yeah, perfect. Proper view of everything. I get a lot of questions about how exactly I ship my products. I've talked about this before too. I have been using ShipRocket for all my shipping. In simple steps, how I did it is, after setting up my Shopify website, I went ahead and created an account on ShipRocket. Now, once I had that set up, I integrated it with my Shopify account. It's a simple process, that's all I'll say. Now, this linking of platforms is important because now now after it's all integrated, anytime I get an order on my Shopify website, it automatically shows up on my ShipRocket dashboard. And from here onwards, it's pretty simple. So once you see your order, you just have to click on Ship Now. From here, it'll take me to this page. This is the courier partner selection page. Now here it's only showing 2 because it's on the recommended tab, but if I go on all tabs and I click on other available couriers, it'll show me all the courier partners that are available for this shipment and this delivery location. As you can see, the charges differ a lot based on different courier partners. I 99% of the time go for Blue Dart Surface. It is one of the most costly one. It is expensive, but they have been reliable. Now this might not be true for you based on your location. For my pickup location, this has worked out pretty well. From here, it's simple. You just click on Ship Now and then it'll ask you to select a pickup date. Once you select the pickup date, this amount will be subtracted from your wallet money. When you're done, the shipping is scheduled. Your orders will basically show up under this tab, the Ready to Ship tab. Here, you will have to download 3 documents. The first and the most important one is the shipping label. The second thing is the manifest. Manifest is something that needs to be signed and filled by the pickup guy, and you will have to keep the manifest with you. Why? Because in future, if there are any issues with your order, the courier company will also know that who exactly picked up your order. The last one is the invoice. This basically has the details about your business as well as the details about the order and small little signature of yours. That's all. I always start by stamping the boxes as well as the envelopes that I have with my custom logo stamp. I'm sure you guys might have seen this, and once I'm done stamping, I'll move forward and fold the boxes. Stamping, I think, is one of the best part because I don't know, I really enjoy doing it. But at the same time, I also have to be very careful because of this exact stamp block. When you actually look at the base of the stamp, it's a little bit uneven. That's something that I argued a lot with the brand because honestly, this was costly and I was expecting them to send a replacement which was better made. I even stamped the first few blocks and showed them that it wasn't working properly. So a little bit of a disappointing experience. Moving on to the bigger envelopes. Now this is a little bit more difficult to stamp, not just because of a messed up stamp block, but also because of the surface of this envelope. It's very waxy kind of a surface, because of which the stamp ink doesn't really stick well on top of it like these two. This is pretty light. The tiny ones, however, are much better. Do you see the difference? Like, I really love this, whatever material this is, and even this is better, but not good. I'll be using these tiny envelopes for shipping the tiny charms, and because the product as well as all my mini cards will fit right inside the small package, I don't need to ship a bigger one. I don't know why I ramble about these stuff. I thought that you might be interested, so yeah. We're done with the bigger stamp. Now we move on to our tiny little whimsical ones. Because what is a parcel from Whimsiville without mini cute stamps, right? A tiny one for the tiny envelope. For the boxes, I'm actually going to be stamping the handmade one right here on this corner, if you guys can see. I have a lot of these boxes with me. These boxes I've been using to send out my mystery oopsie boxes. There are a few products on my shop which have slight defects in them, like maybe the resin coating is not uniform, maybe there are some minor cracks somewhere which have been covered up. So I've been putting up these mystery boxes on my website where you actually get a combination of all of these tiny products with small imperfections, and you guys can pick them up all, the whole package, for a discounted price. And I've been also using this box for packing when there are more number of keychains or desk friends, because then this one really doesn't work out because it's a little thinner, as well as whenever I have to ship out my big test friends because they are a bit bigger, right, with the base. That's why I use the box. These are tiny stamp shaped stickers that I illustrated on my own and got them custom printed. All of these are based on my characters from Whimsiville. Here is Mini stamp, then the Waddle and Whisk bakery stamp, Snout Americano stamp, Whimsy cafe stamp because he works here, then the Chocolate Meadow and our Coco, who's the owner of Chocolate Meadow. It's a chocolate shop. our cozy kettle for Lady Barbara. If a parcel has a cocoa keychain, then on top of the parcel you'll get a cocoa stamp as well as the chocolate meadow stamp. So this way, before even opening the parcel, you'll get some idea what's inside. Basically, you know what's inside because you ordered it, but it just adds a little bit of fun and whimsy to every parcel. For example, this one has some stew magnets, so I've added the stew themed stamps on top. Then the snug mail sticker kind of wraps around. You can't really open it so that you know that your package is obviously not tampered with. You put a tiny little cut here on the cut mark, and that's how you get to open your boxes. And the small little handled by Stu dispatched from Mystic Mail stamp. That's how I go about packing all the boxes.
21 degrees and sunny, just the way I always wanted. 달바라가 또 없어. 지금 이대로면 좋아. 다스연한 빛이 가득 담은 셀프가.
Now that the boxes are done, I'll start by adding all the things that are common in these packaging. So the crinkled paper as well as two of these cards that I have, the thank you card as well as the information about Whimsyville card, are something that goes out with each and every package. But there is one which is called the certificate of adoption. If you guys remember, before this I used to have a bigger one. I kind of shrinked it down and I changed the design a little. So these two, the thank you card as well as the Whimsyville information card, are going to be common. Because the certificate of adoption is for people who are getting either the keychain or the desk rent. And yeah, I'll be adding my business cards too because that's also common here. So let's get started. If you guys notice a little bit of crinkle paper coming out of your parcels when you open them, that is not for aesthetic reasons. That's because I'm too lazy. Amush Pai Mini Baker desk friend, one avocado and egg toast earring, and one cream toast earring. I'll just pick the earrings first, followed by mini desk friend. So this is where I usually use the honeycomb paper here. This is something that's important when I'm sending out bigger pieces. I still haven't figured out the best way to use it. And then we take this one. This is why I use the bigger boxes because this right here won't fit inside this. I'll keep this one outside because it doesn't fit inside and keep these here. And this is something that I put inside. Tiny little butter paper, if you guys remember. Now once that's done, I'm gonna add the tiny little... Sorry, my head hurt with that sound. I'm gonna add the tiny little stamps. The first one right here is the mini stamp because they got a mini, obviously. Followed by the Waddle and Whisk bakery stamp. And then we get our stew stamp. This one goes right on top in the center. Oh, I forgot. Since there is a desk friend, I also have to add this. Here is our certificate of adoption one because they have ordered a tiny little snuglet. And because we're done, we'll be adding the snug mail seal. This is my favorite part. What is that one thing that I get from outside and then I get that satisfaction of opening? These things always have a tiny little cut mark. So you guys can just take this and cut it off and then open it from here. How cool will that be? Now we add the mini stamps. Start off with a handmade one, followed by a panda. I'll do that behind. That's a mini store, and then goes our briefcase. And we're done. Done. We move on to the next one. This one only has one, that is Lady Barbara keychain. So I'm just gonna quickly wrap this in the honeycomb paper. Wrap it up. I don't do a very good job at wrapping things. This one will go right into one of these flat boxes. And a certificate of adoption for this. Lady Barbara stamp for this one. And here, cozy kettle stamp. Followed by stew stamp. This one is a Oopsie Mystery Keychain box. I have the Oopsie one separately here. It basically means they can get any character or design of the products that are mentioned in the mystery box. So since this one is a keychain one, I'm sending out a minis keychain. Why Oopsie and a discounted price? It's because if you can see in this, there are some raisin marks that are a little uneven on the back side in a bundle like this for a discounted price. That's basically your mystery Oopsie box. This will go in the box. Put these at the back, keep this outside, wrap this up. These two will go inside the butter paper. A Waddle and Whisk Bakery stamp, a snug mail, and a stew stamp. Perfect. Now the next one requires a tiny envelope. This is what I was talking about. Whenever I get orders like these, just the mini charms like either this or the phone or bag charms, I just wrap them up in this, in the butter paper, turn it into a tiny little packet because I wanted to take as less space as possible as well as be as thick as possible because this is the only cushioning it will get. A thank you card, what is Whimsyville card, both go inside. The business card goes inside. These are a few envelopes that I made with my ex-roommate when we were preparing for one of our flea markets. We got a bunch of these left out. So I've been utilizing these to add my handwritten notes because I thought this will be a nice touch. Add a tiny little pencil heart in between. So this also goes inside. This is gonna go, and then right where the letter ends, I'm gonna make a fold here. I will take this off and then wrap it up and becomes a cute little package. This will have an outer packaging, so I will just add the order number here.
Open air, side by side we sway there in all the colors. Summer love, lonesome love, folded on the lawn chair in all the colors. Summer love, remember when we were getting nowhere fast, when the garden won't stop giving back honeysuckle, fresh cut grass. I could really use some stuff like that. Talk to me and tell me all that you've seen, all the colors. Summer love, memories washed in every shade of green and all the colors. Summer remember the lazy river day canoe, bathing in the turquoise blue, losing track of time with you. Another beach
myself, not a care in the world. This is a lie.
Now for this vlog's shout out section. The first shout out for this vlog is for Sanvi Trinkets, also known as Sanvi Cuddle Clay, which is adorable, something that I always love whenever artists give some sort of name and concept to the art. For example, this right here, Meet Miss Puppy, Clay Ridge Village, Gentle Tea Keeper. Oh my god, I always adore art that has a story or imagination behind it. They've also posted a little bits about how they planned the village. I see Notion. Whenever I see Notion and clay together, boom, that makes me extremely happy already. Moving on to the second one, Snowberry Charms. It's also called Clay Charms Cafe, which anything that has a cafe or bakery or something cozy, delicious in its name, I'm always up for it. But that's not the main point. The main point is the beautiful art like this one. I was like, how is the clay charm so clean? Because getting a clean finish on the clay charm is something that I learned very later in the sculpting process. It took me a long time, but looking at all these artists actually do it from the very beginning, it's pretty inspiring. The third one is the Pinteresty Stew, making tiny little greeting cards, a little bit of stationery and paper craft, as well as clay craft. The next one is Ooha Huescape. If I'm pronouncing it correct, I'm sorry if I butchered the name. Similar to other ones, she also makes these adorable little clay charms. This one caught my eye. That is extremely adorable. Last but not the least, the Cozy Cat Studio. This is by Anushka. She has been on my feed for the past few weeks now, I think. I genuinely love her work. This person makes them look deliciously glossy. While I was scrolling through her work, something that caught my eyes. I've tried making human figures. It didn't turn out well for me. So I always envy people who can actually pull this off so well. That looks perfectly glazed. I don't know how she's doing it. Now, if you're someone who has already filled the form for participating in the shout out but hasn't yet seen their name pop up in one of my vlogs, then don't worry. I'm just taking it a little slow, one by one. Just be patient. If you have filled the form, then you'll definitely get a shout out in one of my future vlogs. We are done with all the orders. This took longer than I imagined it would take because my camera kept on running out of space as well as the battery was getting low. Oh my god.
It's not a good idea because these guys do.
Sorry for that. I was watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I don't know, I think it captured something very scary. Getting back to this. My camera kept on running out of space and there were a lot of interruptions, so it took a bit longer than I expected it to take. I also was thinking of finishing off everything in one go yesterday night, but I've learned it the hard way in the past few months because of my back issue. I've been trying to take it slow, take more breaks. That's why I decided that I'll just pause this work and continue today in the morning. I enjoy packing orders more than I enjoy sculpting. Does that make sense? I don't know, for some reason it is very chaotic and stressful, but it's very therapeutic in its own way. I don't know how to explain that feeling. It just feels very fulfilling for some reason. All of these will be picked up tomorrow and maybe a few of them will be picked up day after tomorrow because there was some issue with some orders, so I had to reschedule the pickup dates. But you guys are not interested in that. Never mind. There's something else I also wanted to talk to you guys about. I have been a bit slow at pushing out content on Instagram as well as YouTube. Now, the main reason is because of this back issue that I have. If you guys don't know about it, I have a disc protrusion in my spine. It sometimes gets triggered and the disc pushes against my nerves and gives me unbearable pain in my leg. Last few weeks have been terrible. Like, they've been the worst. There are days when it gets flared up and it gets so tough that I do not feel like getting out of the bed. It was extremely depressing because just a simple task of sitting like this straight is something that I'm thankful for right now, because during the flare-up days, it becomes unbearably painful. So yeah, that's the reason why I've been taking time off and taking a pause basically. It's not an excuse. I know you'll still get your vlogs because I enjoy making these and I have a dream for this channel, tiny hobby of mine. So I have a dream, I want to work towards it, and I don't want to cry. I'm not gonna cry. It's not a sob story. One good thing that happened last month is my mom showed up. She lives in Bhubaneswar. I'm from Bhubaneswar, by the way. I think this is the first time I'm talking about it on this channel. I'm Odia. I'm from Bhubaneswar. My mother stays there. I'm currently staying in Hyderabad for my work. Since I couldn't go because of work and all the other trouble, she was here to meet me and spend some time with me. We had a lot of fun. I don't have her purse picture. We just got these cute little purses from Miniso. We went out to watch a movie. We ate good food. We spent some time together at home. She loves watching any kind of series and movies. She loves them. So I recommended her to watch Game of Thrones. And guess what? She finished it in a few days. The whole 7 series. I guess I understand where I get my binge watching ability from. We had a lot of fun. But why I'm mentioning this is spending some time with her. During that time, I didn't realize this. But when she went back after that, also I had a lot of flare-up days. And let's just say I was not at the best of my life. Like, it was a complete breakdown stage. It didn't just magically happen, but after I was done crying and done freaking out, there were no more tears left in me. I kind of started thinking that, okay, this is the base now, and I should be actually thankful for a few things because I've got some amazing people in my life. And sometimes I forget about it. Things can be way worse, touch wood. I kind of have it all. So sometimes it's important to remind yourself of the things you actually already have. I took a pause and tried to be thankful for the things I have, thankful for where I am, thankful for the amazing people I have in my life. There will always be bad days and days that I won't remember whatever I'm talking about right now. So I'm just putting it on camera for people who need that reminder maybe today. It's hard to remember all the time, but try and remind yourself of these things. This is turning into a very weird vlog. This was supposed to be a packing vlog, but never mind. I just wanted to speak my heart out because I can, because it's my channel. I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, stay cozy. Bye for now.
A little different than all the rest. I'm quite old-fashioned, wear a hat, sometimes play chess. And when I'm out, I'm looking for that vintage fling.